3 days ago, Pete Hegseth held a press conference. 2 days ago, he held another one. Yesterday, nothing. When Operation Epic Fury goes dark, that's not silence. That's Delta Force. On February 28, 2026, Operation Epic Fury began. And for the first 100 hours, the United States let the world watch. B-52 Stratofortresses launched from bases across the region. They struck Iranian ballistic missile sites and command and control centers. The precision left military analysts speechless. The White House confirmed thousands of high-value targets obliterated. Iranian command centers, headquarters, air defense systems, missile production facilities, launch platforms and airfields, all gone. CENTCOM stated the Iranian regime's ability to impact U.S. forces and regional partners is rapidly declining. American combat power continues to build. That was the part Iran was allowed to see. Then, the press conferences stopped. Before we get to what went dark, you need to understand what 100 hours of Operation Epic Fury actually looked like. U.S. submarines, invisible beneath the Persian Gulf, launched Tomahawk cruise missiles. From positions Iran couldn't track and couldn't target. One Iranian warship was sunk, then another. Then Iran's key submarine, gone. Iran built that navy over 30 years. America destroyed it in 4 days. USS Abraham Lincoln positioned within strike range. Sailors on deck wrote their names on bombs bound for Tehran. Not as a celebration, as a message. Hegseth confirmed a nearly unlimited supply of 500, 1,000, and 2,000-pound bombs flowing into the theater. And here's the line from the White House that tells you everything. Unbreakable resolve to dismantle the world's leading state sponsor of terrorism, once and for all. That word, once and for all, is not diplomatic language. That's a termination order. But even a termination order has a problem. Bombs can destroy buildings. Bombs cannot reach what's buried 300 feet underground. That's where Delta Force comes in. On March 7th, Semafor broke a story that most news anchors glossed over. Delta Force, the U.S. Army's most elite direct action unit, has a classified mission that has been quietly ready for years. It's called a counter-WMD operation. Insiders call it loose nukes operations. Here's what that means in plain language. Delta Force's job is to physically enter Iran, locate fissile material, centrifuges, enrichment equipment, and either seize it or destroy it before anyone else can get their hands on it. Former Marine Corps Special Operations Specialist Jonathan Hackett confirmed it publicly. Quote, "They haven't had to do that very often, if ever, but they practice that. They are proficient at that. That is one option that exists on the table that's probably not widely noted in the press. Not widely noted in the press." Axios and Reuters confirmed it just 24 hours ago. The United States and Israel are actively discussing deploying special forces inside Iran to secure the nuclear stockpile. CENTCOM developed the plans. They've been ready. They were just waiting for the airstrikes to create the window. That window may already be open. So what exactly is Delta Force going after? There is a city in central Iran called Isfahan. Beneath Isfahan, buried deep inside mountain tunnels, sits Iran's most protected nuclear stockpile. According to the Institute for Science and International Security, those tunnels are believed to contain enough highly enriched uranium to build up to 10 atomic bombs. 10. And here's the detail that tells you Iran is already panicking. Satellite imagery shows Iran has already begun burying its own tunnel entrances, piling soil over the openings, in a desperate attempt to hide or protect what's inside. Think about that. Iran is not defending against bombers. Bombers would need bunker busters, and they'd see those coming. Iran is burying its tunnels against operators on the ground, because the only threat that walks through a tunnel entrance is Delta Force. Trump's stated goal in this war is to permanently prevent Iran from developing nuclear weapons. The airstrikes destroyed the delivery systems, the missiles, the launchers, the Navy. But the uranium is still there. And it only takes one scientist, one rogue buyer, one tunnel left unguarded for the worst-case scenario to survive the war. Iran knows what goes dark means. 3/4 of Tehran, 9 million people, have already evacuated. Not because of bombs. Bombs they can predict. What they can't predict is what they can't see. Iran has been firing missiles and drone swarms across the region since day one. Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, every U.S. base within range has taken fire. 6 American service members have given their lives. General Dan Kane said publicly, "We expect to take additional losses." And the United States has not slowed down for a single hour. Iran's supreme leader dead. Iran's navy destroyed. Iran's missile arsenal degraded. Iran's funding, oil infrastructure under attack. Energy markets reacting. The regime that controlled this country for 45 years is collapsing in real time. And somewhere in the ruins of that command structure, the order to bury Isfahan's tunnels just got more desperate. Here is what history teaches us about when American special operations go dark. In 2011, no press conference, no satellite feed, no warning. Just 23 Navy SEALs, 2 helicopters, and 38 minutes. Osama bin Laden was dead before the world knew they'd left the base. Going dark is not a pause in the operation. Going dark is the operation. When Hegseth stops holding press briefings, Delta Force starts moving. When CENTCOM stops posting updates, operators are already at the objective. When the cameras go off, the mission turns on. The bombs told Iran what America is willing to destroy. Delta Force tells Iran what America is willing to risk everything to find. There are 2 kinds of military power. The kind that lights up radar screens, and the kind that doesn't show up on radar at all. Operation Epic Fury started in the open. It just moved underground. And if Delta Force reaches Isfahan before Iran finishes burying those tunnels, the war ends not with a ceasefire, but with the last nuclear bomb Iran will ever build in American hands. Want to know exactly what Delta Force does once they're inside, and whether Iran has anything left to stop them? That breakdown is next.